filming?
Yeah, well.
Go on then, do your clapper.
And Mark Allen, take 2. Ow!
Hi out there, it's Mark here again with part 2 of Strat Chat. Yes, it's a different Strat, it's a Levinson blade Strat, not a Fender Strat, but more of that later or in another episode. The first thing I'd like to say is thank you to everybody who's watched and commented on all the videos since Artfrob started filming in Cardiff many years ago, and he's now pulling funny faces and gestures from behind the camera trying to pull me off, but I'm not affected, being a true professional. So where was it? Yes, no, thank you from the bottom of my heart and the rest of it. So, quiet backstage, please. Right, come on. So I've said the thank yous, and I mean it really. Thank you. And I didn't know part 2 would ever get made because I didn't know if anybody would watch or watch part 1 or want part 2, 3, 4, 5, and onwards. But here goes. Very chaotic because I didn't really know where to carry on from. So let's get there, let's play something. There's an F sharp minor and there's an E. Here's an E something or other, someone who knows theory will know what it is, but it's a great stretch. So here's this E, I'll let the camera show, but first finger G string first fret, second finger A string second fret. This finger sort of floats in the air, and this little finger has to come all the way to the 4th fret on the D, and that gives us, and that's just so nice. And if we move the little finger up 1 fret, we get that. F sharp minor as a bar chord would be bar and just those 2 fingers, but I think it sounds very nice. I use my thumb on the 2nd fret here and just bring these 2 fingers on the D and the G on the 2nd, keep the A open, and we get, oh, that's nice. And those are the 2 chords for Albatross, in a way, because it's only got the 2 chords as the bass rhythm. There are other chords, so this is how I play Albatross. I will just warm up a bit by just playing. For the lead, the main lead part that I do, we start on the 7th fret and we just hit the E string and go, and then we're on to, I suppose it's an A, it would be an A, full bar chord, but I'm doing it just like that, and that changes to now the simple version of this chord, which I've seen some people say that is what it is, but that to me is beautiful, that chord. So it involves the stretch with the little finger, so we go, so we're barring the E, the B and the G on the 4th fret with our 1st finger. The 2nd finger's not doing anything. The 3rd finger is on the 6th fret on the D string, and the little finger goes in behind on the 7th fret on the A, and the bottom E is kept open, and that gives us practice going. And then we go to the. Now, in part one, I was explaining how I see the very simple map of the guitar, never having studied guitar theory, music theory, or learnt scales really. And towards the end, I said about the second, as it were, scale I use, being the country scale. And I did that in A, and explained that I found out a song was in A by going up to A. Now Albatross, being in his E, we go all the way up to here. There's our E. So, in the same way that I explained for the, as it were, the country scale, and somebody can comment and say, well, its real name is the whatever scale. And on that subject, for anybody who's watching who wants to ask any specific questions that I might cover in future episodes, please put them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them, and please keep them relevant to music. But I was saying about going, the first scale I showed, which is more a minor scale, I was saying about rectangles. And then I explained coming down here was like, as I saw it, a figure of 8. Now that is what we're doing here with Albatross. We're going, there's our first rectangle. And our second one we slide up to, so the top right one from my view here becomes the bottom left. So all we have to think about is so we're hammering on, I think is the term for that. Slide. And that's basically the first part of it, isn't it? Is it right, Bob? Is that the first part?
Yeah, Bob.
You can pull your trousers on. No, he hasn't done that really. Right, I'll play the song. And the second part, we'll go. It is the same thing as I showed in part one, playing it in A, and then I quickly did a sort of. And if we take that to all the way to, and then come down from it to, and that is those are the notes you need to fret to do the second part of it. And the third part is up on this very high, but we'll get to part 3. So part 1, let's put the backing track on. Go from the beginning might be a good place to go from. Repeat. Right, I'll stop there. So we've gone up to, we're on on the, what would that be, the 9th and 11th, making that rectangle there. And then keeping the little finger over the B and the D on the 12th, we then hit the G and just try and hit the B as well a bit. Now when I played it with the backing track, the first time I did it was okay. And the second time was a bit, well, maybe not quite that bad, but yes, it's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. And I shall hopefully work out how to try and convey the whole thing of, I suppose, energy and music, because playing an instrument isn't just physically, this to my mind, just using your body to make the notes, as in this hand's doing that and this hand's doing that and your bass is going like that. There's something else. I mean, when I've been playing for a few hours, I'm worn out after a particularly long solo, because I put everything into it to get it sounding, you know, wow, something that's rather than just if that makes any sense. But that's a whole other story. At the moment, let's concentrate on getting the notes. So there we go. We've got the, and now we're up to this. So we're bending, and then the second part is we hold it and go down. I mean, I'll often add some more notes or try and vary it. Maybe go up and go, that's just using a neck pickup, and then if I go out of phase to get a more, or add a, I mean, there are many fine videos on YouTube that explain how to play songs, and they really focus on just trying to copy exactly what the song was and whoever played it, and I haven't got the patience, being honest, to do that. If I can get most of it sounding like it is, but I think then it's, you know, you add your own thing to it. How I play Albatross. When I play Albatross, I did include the last, but I think it was quite clear, and there's the bending and all of that stuff going on. And if you are still watching, thank you, and I hope your guitar playing is getting better, and that you get at least something, even if it's just a laugh at watching me make a fool of myself. But no, he's doing things again behind the camera, things I have to put up with. No, really, thank you. As I've explained, I've got no musical training, and I know I have a lot of bad habits in my playing, and I'm just going to be very open about that. That's why I'm not calling them these tuition videos, they're just how I play. But if you can get something off them that helps you in your playing, then that's good, isn't it? I think I'm starting to waffle a bit, so at this point I'm just going to say goodbye, and he says I should do something like this. I don't know what I'm meant to be winding up an invisible... We're going into the realms of mime here. No, thank you. Wherever you are, have a great day or a great night or in between, which I think is called morning and evening. Goodbye for now. Thank you. You can turn the camera off now. What's he doing now?
I'm throwing the towel in.
Oh.